Hey people, how's it going? So Liverpool have just beaten Norwich 5-2 to progress through to the fifth round of the FA Cup, where we will host either Watford or Southampton. Of course, those who drew today, so we'll have to wait a little bit longer to find out which one of them two is going to visit Anfield in the next round. But a big win. Of course, the news dominated over the last couple of days by the announcement from Jurgen Klopp himself that he's going to be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. But he made it very clear to stress in that announcement that he wanted to do that out of respect for us, so we heard it from him, so we knew in advance, but he didn't want it to become all about him now. He wants us to focus, get on with all the remaining competitions, make it business as usual, as he said. And a 7-goal thriller against Norwich, a side managed by his good friend David Wagner as well. Yeah, I think he got exactly what he wanted, and I could not be happier for Jurgen. Today, the atmosphere was absolutely electric. To those of you who had a ticket for the game, congratulations. I'm sure when you originally got them, you were thinking Liverpool-Norwich would be just a pretty standard cup tie. You then got a 7-goal thriller and a really, really electric atmosphere following the news about Klopp. So yeah, really, really good game. It was brilliant as well to see some young players in there. Conor Bradley, again, he's been starting a lot of games in the absence of Trent and our left backs as well, meaning that Gomez, of course, moved there to cover. So Bradley's been getting a lot of game time. He was brilliant again today. Personally, my man of the match. He got a couple of assists. Felt like he was involved in so many of the moves. He really, really is growing into this. And I hope that he'll still continue to get some minutes now as we start to see some of our players come back from injury, because he deserves it. He's really, really not put a foot wrong since he's come in. He's carried huge weight in terms of trying to cover for someone like Trent. And yeah, the future looks bright, both for him and James McConnell, the other youth player who got an opportunity today. He gets an assist too. And he looked, again, really, really unfazed in the middle of the park. Of course, people will say Norwich are a championship side, so that there are most certainly bigger tests ahead for these two youngsters. But when called upon, when given opportunities like today, they have to really take them. And yeah, fair play to them for doing that. But of course, along with those youngsters, like I mentioned, there's returning players from injury. Trent came back, Szoboszlai, Robertson, all three of them getting cameos in the second half, which is really good to see. How many of those three will start against Chelsea on Wednesday is yet to be seen, but really, really important that they got the minutes, and really important for us to just continue scoring. Another 5 goals. We're obviously missing Salah at the moment, one of the main sources for goals, and there was a lot made of that when it was announced. Obviously, he'd be going away to AFCON, and there was a look at the fixtures that we were going to have to take on without him. He's also currently injured, so he may be out actually towards the end of February, mid to late February. So it's going to be difficult, but we're coping really well. It's 5-2 against Norwich, 4 against Bournemouth, a few against Fulham across those 2 legs, a couple at the Emirates as well. So things are looking positive, not just for now, but for the future. And all we can do is just continue to put in performances like these. Really, really good stuff. Honestly, it was really fluid attack. In terms of the goals we conceded as well, first one that Norwich score comes from a set piece. Probably can do a bit better with the marking there, as it was almost a free header at the near post. But the second goal is just a stunner, really. So, not a lot you can do to prevent that. But overall, really, really good shift in from the lads. We're into the next round of the Cup, and we've just got to keep going, keep trying to win as many as possible now. Do let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on that performance, particularly those from Bradley and McConnell, who really, really impressed for me. Let me know as well your reaction to, of course, the situation Liverpool are in now. How many trophies do you realistically think we can win? Do we get all 4? Or do you think we'll fall short? Where do you see Liverpool landing in terms of trophy count at the end of the season? And of course, until the Chelsea game, take care.